welcome to the official IBU press conference after the BMW IBU World Cup mass start man in Pokljuka 2020. We have with us the winner from France, Quentin Fillon Maillet. Second place went to Benedict Doll from Germany, and in third place, Johannes Bø from Norway. Quentin, it's your first victory of the season. You were working hard before the last shooting, so was that an all-in strategy after the one miss in the third shooting?
I have no big strategy. With Martin in the second and first loop, also the four, we work very well for make the gap between some athletes miss some bullets, and yes, that's very good chip for me today. And after on the last shooting, we never know what happened because we are 8 men for the victory, two Norwegian and second and first position, and if he don't miss, it will complicate for the win. But I know I know the solution to shoot clean and fast for take the best place. And after this shooting, I know I have some few seconds behind between Martin and me, and yes, I push hard all the loop for stay on the first place.
So this season, you know, there's a lot of talk about Martin on the one hand, and Johannes on the other hand. It's the full spotlight on them. And then is it sometimes for you like, hello, I'm Quentin, I'm winning races, I'm often on the podium, I'm second in the overall, or does it make things easier for you that the spotlight is so much on the duel between Johannes and Martin?
Yes, hello, it's Quentin Fillon Maillet. I do some biathlon. I love the sport. Yes, for sure, it's hard to take the win with some athletes like Johannes and Martin. He take all the medals. And you must to make some place between all these big athletes, and yes, but that's very hard, but very nice when we win also.
So now with a win in the final competition before Antholz, of course we have to ask, what are your expectations for the World Championships in 2 weeks?
Like on this season, go in the podium for sure, and also take some gold medal in the individual, and also on the relay, because we are a strong team for sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And best of luck for that. Benny, of course, it was an incredible fight from you on the last lap. Amazing skiing. You beat Martin, Vettel, and Johannes. Did you surprise yourself with that, or did you know, okay, I have that in me?
I really didn't expect it today, but I knew my skis were not so good in the first half of the round, but in the second they were really good, and I knew it. And then I said, okay, for the first half I need to get close to Martin, and I need to try to stand behind of Johannes, but he didn't pass by. So yeah, I said now for the second half I need to try it and risk it, and yeah, it worked. I was a little bit surprised, that's true, especially 5 seconds only in front of Johannes, and I was waiting for Johannes flying beside of me, but yeah, no, in the end I'm really happy.
So you missed one in the prone shooting. Did that change somehow your expectations to the race or your strategy, or how did you stay calm after that to make it to the podium in the end?
Yeah, I saw, okay, I have now 20 seconds, 25 seconds to the lead, and I tried to hold it and said, okay, I want to try a top 10 place. But in the end, yeah, after last standing shooting, I was really surprised fighting about the podium.
Your standing shooting has improved by 8% compared to the last season. Is that the key for the success this season, or is it something you really put an eye on over the summer?
Yeah, that's a big key, I think. I feel really confident. But I'm also happy for the whole team that we shoot, I think, better this year, especially also Johannes Kühn. He was also a not so solid standing shooter, and now we made a big step, and yeah, we hope that we can also show it at the World Championship.
Speaking about the World Championships a little bit, what are you going to do the next 2 weeks, and what are your expectations for Antholz?
Yeah, today my first aim is to reach home. I need to drive 7.5 hours. Will be a long trip, and then the next days I will enjoy some days with my wife, and maybe go for some skiing, and yeah, then a little bit of training, and the last week before the World Championship we will go for Rittenau to make some final preparation, also in the attitude, and I hope we will go to Antholz with a good shape.
All the best for that. Thank you very
Thanks.
much, and congratulations. Johannes, third place today. You had to work hard already after the first shooting when you had a miss in the prone. Did this maybe cause the fatigue in the last round not to punch back against Benny on the finish line?
I think I used too much power in the first part of the race. After first prone, I was fighting hard to push back my mistake. And I think the French knew I was missing, so they were pushing quite hard. And after the second prone, I hit 5, and I was in between the guys shooting 0-0 and 0-1, so I had to push even more this race. And after third shooting, I shot clean and went out first and had to ski first. So I was not so happy with what happened in the first part of the race, and then I didn't have so much energy left for the last.
You had a little conversation with Martin in the finish area, in the mixed zone, about the situation that happened, I think, on the final lap. Can you just quickly explain what happened and what you discussed there?
Yeah, it was only when he was, we catched him, and I was second behind Benedikt, and then I let Martin in front of me, and suddenly Martin didn't want to follow Benedikt, and Benedikt get 20 meters, and I just have to ask why he just let him go. So then we had to use more power to catch him again, and then I didn't have much more left on the last 300 meters.
So you had a great comeback now to the World Cup. You won the individual. You had a great performance in the mixed relay yesterday. Now third place again. So how satisfied are you overall with the comeback?
Yeah, it was a good week for the results. But my shape has been better before Christmas, so I'm glad I could come here and to face the reality, to see that Quentin and Benedikt and the rest are in quite good shape. So it's a good reminder to don't fall asleep at home. So now I got to wake up, and I will get back home and prepare even better now.
Thank you very much. Are there any more questions? Seeing none, this concludes the press conference. Thank you very much.